from Orlando to Chicago. I walked right through security with these 5 snakes in my backpack. Hey everybody, my name is Jason Abraham and I'm the owner of Abe's Exotic Reptiles. This is my first YouTube video. I'm not comfortable at all with this. I'm totally out of my element. So the name Abe's Exotic Reptiles came from my last name. My last name's Abraham. Abe is my nickname. It has been since I was a kid, and that's that. I got into reptiles when I was a kid, like everybody else. 8, 9 years old, I would run around my neighborhood and kind of jump into the window wells of the surrounding houses in the subdivision I lived in. And down in those window wells, there were green tree frogs and toads and all kinds of stuff floating around in there. So me and my buddies would roll around the neighborhood and jump into window wells and just kind of grab whatever we could. So I started attending this local reptile show in northern Illinois, where I'm from. Lee Watson had a farm in Streamwood, Illinois, and once a month he would rent out tables and let people do their thing, just like they do at the big shows nowadays. I think it was $10 a table back then. I think we're talking like 1997 at this point. So this is a long time ago. But started going to this reptile show and bought my first snake there. I bought a Burmese python. After getting this Burmese python, of course, I realized I needed more snakes immediately. And my then girlfriend and I were going to Orlando, Florida to go to Disney. And what we did was we planned our Disney trip around the Orlando Reptile Show, which was taking place. This was 1997, the summer of 97. And day 7 of our trip, we went to the Orlando Reptile Show. I ended up buying 5 snakes that day. I bought a Dumerose boa, I bought a pair of Colombian rainbow boas, I bought a Suriname red-tail boa, and I bought a Colombian red-tail boa. I put all of those snakes in my backpack and brought them home on the airplane with me that night from Orlando to Chicago. I walked right through security with these 5 snakes in my backpack. Back then, you know, they had x-ray machines. They weren't scanning everything, so I was able to just walk right through with these 5 snakes, brought them on the plane with me, got home and set them up. I have these 15 snakes now at my house. I'm still living with my parents, dating my girlfriend, and things got serious with my girlfriend. We got engaged, we started looking for a house, and during that process, I got really nervous about all the reptiles that I had. I got nervous about all the snakes and moving them all and moving them in to a house with my new fiance, who was supportive of me, but I was just a little worried that she might not be cool with having 15 snakes in a spare bedroom or in the house with us. So just to be safe, I kind of decided, okay, I don't want to stress the relationship, stress the engagement at all while we're looking for a house. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of sell off all my reptiles, and hopefully one day I'll be able to get back in. So that's exactly what I did. I sold everything. I sold all my boas. It was painful, I gotta be honest. I got rid of everything and had no reptiles for 15 years after that. 5 years ago, I finally was able to convince my wife that I needed another snake. I hadn't had a reptile in my house for 15 years. My son was like 9 years old, and I thought it would be cool to kind of bring him into it with me. He was interested in snakes, and I thought ball pythons would be the perfect opportunity for me to get another snake into the house with my wife approving it, getting my son involved, and kind of taking it from there to see what would happen. 5 years ago, I took my son and my whole family for that matter to the Tinley Park NARBC show, which is only about an hour from my house, and it was crazy. It was mind-blowing. There was so much happening there. There were so many morphs, there were so many tables. It was just incredible. And that day I came home with a pastel lesser het clown. My son fell in love with it. It was a beautiful little snake. The price was right, and it was from Tom Harbin. And he just kind of came across as this very welcoming, warm, considerate breeder who really kind of bonded with my son and I. And so it was an easy purchase, got it home, set it up, and from there on things kind of blew up. You guys know how it goes. The next thing I knew, I had 40 snakes, and I've been continuing to grow the collection. So in 2020, I got my first 2 clutches of ball pythons. I had bred that pastel lesser het clown last year. She didn't go, apparently she wasn't ready, but this past season she went for me. I also had a black pastel go for me female. They were both bred to a yellow belly clown, but it was amazing. You know, my first time breeding to get visual clowns and to get some really cool hets was really awesome for me. So like I said, now I have about 40 ball pythons total. A couple of them are holdbacks from my clutches this past season. I have 4 or 5 more females that will be ready to go for me right now. Actually, I bred 4 of them. I'll show you a little bit about each of the breedings that have taken place so far. And in a separate video, I'll go ahead and kind of show you the room, show you my setup, show you how I control my temperatures, my heating, my humidity, everything. I figured it was too much for a first video and that I can kind of describe my room and my setup later. Like I said, I had 4 pairings this year. I'm going to show you a little bit about each of those pairings, show you the parents involved. So this is the first female that I paired up this year. This is a Cypress. She was bred to a yellow belly clown, so I am hoping for some yellow belly Cypress het clowns. The second pairing I had was with this beautiful girl right here. She is a pied 100% clown. She was bred to a clown 100% het pied. This is a spot nose clown that I got from Adam Wilkes from Morphs by Design. He's a great guy, check him out. This girl was bred to a fire OD 100% het clown. So I'm hoping for OD fire spot nose clowns out of this one. This girl was bull wrapping a little bit ago, but she is a black pastel. She was bred to a blackhead Enchi red gene hypo. So everything's going to be 100% het hypo, and she made some amazing offspring last year. I'm really looking forward to see what she comes up with this year. So this here is a desert ghost. This is from Reed at Tallgrass Reptiles. Got her about 3 years ago. And she's awesome. I cannot wait to breed her this year. She's super bright, super clean, and totally awesome. I wanted to do my best to keep this video short and sweet, so I'm going to do that. Again, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I do plan on making more videos. This was my first one. I wasn't very comfortable with it, but I feel good about it. I think I can do this. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and please follow me. I'm going to have some cool stuff coming up. Have some videos coming about the room, my setup, about all my reptiles, and about my journey. So stay tuned, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.